Let's go, guys. Let's go for another Age of Empires forecasted game. We have in the color blue playing as the English is Kasva. And in the color red playing as the Order of the Dragon is Kiljardi. Welcome everyone to another Age of Empires forecasted game. If you're enjoying this content, don't forget to give a like, subscribe to watch more Age of Empires 4 content. That's the ad of the day. It really helps. It really helps. So we got the English against the Order of the Dragon. Very interesting matchup. The English can be very aggressive in Feudal Age, and the Order of the Dragon basically most of the time their plan will go to Castle Age and, you know, take control of those relics, probably get to Imperial. We will see how this goes. We see already Kiljardi going for the dog at the middle. Now, if you think about why is a dog here important, well, this acts like a second town center if you think about it, because each fishing boat is like a villager. But there's only 4 ponds here that have 500 foot in total, and they will run out once they're finished. So you don't really want to invest in a lot of ships here. It's just like a slight advantage that you could have for yourself at the beginning. You just food for thought. So by the way, let me know how's the audio going. I put some noise traps in the wall. Last night I put them there, but they fall down when I woke up. I woke up this morning and I saw some of them fall down. So I may need another type of glue to put them. So I don't have them completely right now, but I feel like it should work. Like, at least I did some tests. I don't know. You know what? Maybe it's my voice. Maybe my voice is weird. That's how it always sounds. I always sound a little bit robotic. I don't know why. I don't know why. Like, even if I speak my native language, which is Spanish, it feels a little bit weird. I don't know. But I feel like the echo is gone. If you hear the echo, let me know. Let me know. This needs to be fixed ASAP. Because one of the things a friend told me is like, you may have a bad video, but you cannot have bad audio, right? Bad audio is just unwatchable, right? And if your audio is bad, probably your content is pretty damn good for people to watch it. So I didn't really think about the audio so much until I started doing these casted games. Because in my other channel, if you don't know about it, I have another channel that we make tutorials. We teach people how to create games in Unreal Engine 5. And, you know, tutorials are not necessarily the most entertaining things to see. So I didn't really pay attention to the audio, and nobody actually complained about it. And actually, like, it worked, right? But now, like, I just realized it's not that I didn't care about the other channel's audio. It's just that I didn't know how important it was. It was like, oh, can you hear me? Yeah, if you can hear me, then that's okay. I like that's all you need to know. Anyway, Kasva, aging up with the Abbey of Kings. Interesting choice here. We're not gonna see a Council Hall. Probably a good choice. Like, if you think about it, Kiljardi may potentially go Castle Age, may potentially grab those relics, and you already have a king to stop it. You can think of it that way, because Lombos are just really slow. You're not gonna get much value from them, especially when taking the map control. They're just going to be running around. If talking about map control, take a look at those relics. 4 of those on the right side of the map, really close. 2 of them really safe for Kasva. Interesting position for the relics. Unfortunately, well, Kasva not only know about the position of these relics, but I cannot see the Kiljardi point of view, just because I put the colors for blue and red, and I only do that when the colors are very similar. Like for example, I think this was purple and red, right? And these are very similar colors in terms of hue, and some people are have problem, like they're color blinded, and they just don't see much difference between the two. So these two are complete opposites. Should have. I normally don't do it, but in this case I did it. So apologies for that. If you want to see the perspective of the other player, I cannot change it. I show you why. If I change it, this one turns blue. So we don't want that. So knight already here. Let's see if he gets some value out of this. At the same time, the dog already here for the English, but looks like Kiljardi will take control of the dog. He was forced to create a galley. I don't know if it really works to go for that small fishing pond as the English, just because you have farms, right? So if you have farms, then you can invest that wood into farms, which are cheaper for the English. And this is just like, and he's not even creating anything. This is like a fake dog, if you think about it, right? If you think about it, it's like a fake dog where it's like, hey, you thought I was gonna put something, and I forced you to create a military ship, but I'm not. Now let's see how the king goes against the Gilded horseman. Like the king not having a really good time. It's perfectly normal. Perfectly normal here. Come on, king. You can do it. You can do it. You can do it, Paul. Also, another thing I'm trying is trying to control the camera, not move it too much. Kind of force of habit. Oh my god, the king goes down. Kind of force of habit that the... Actually, English going for second TC here. Going to get the deer. Very unorthodox way to play the English, actually. But anyway, I'm trying to control the camera. Let me know if it's better now. Because when you play, you have this habit of putting the camera everywhere just so you can see what's going on. And that's not really a good habit when it comes to casted games. Oh my god, not enough wood for Kasva. Looks like we'll have to retreat a couple of spearmen and then put the TC safe here. Otherwise, you're gonna have this horseman actually causing some damage. You may potentially get a kill here. Managed to get one villager kill. Gilded horseman, actually pretty damn good. Wolf doing wolf things. The dog that never produced any sheep. Actually, it is. The galley is here. He forced his opponent to leave the water. Like, you already invest wood in this, you won't have the food. Mainward Palace. Actually, it's becoming my favorite landmark when I play Order of the Dragon. The Mainward Palace actually makes much more sense to me just because of the unique technologies and the cheaper discount. And I don't see much value from the Akron Chapel playing the Order of the Dragon. Even if I want to go fast castle, I don't feel it's such a big difference. It looks like this dog is gonna go down. And the galley is already on the works, so this ship not gonna be able to heal. But anyway, second town center already for the English. Let's go back to income per minute to see how this is going. Kiljardi will age up pretty soon. His only investment was only 2 horsemen, and look what happens. Kasva feels a little bit behind when it comes to the castle age timing. He has a second TC. That's the good thing. It's gonna be the Regnis Cathedral. Or Spearman. Going the wrong way. Looks like may get another villager kill here. Ah, he get it. Just on time. Just in time. Spearman not in the right place at the right time. At the night, the king is coming again. King is coming back. Now the king should be good enough to deal with the prelates. The problem is, your opponent has a stable, so might potentially get a Gilded knight out of here. So costs a lot of food actually, 280, but it's pretty good. It's pretty good. Kiljardi already got the Castle Age, 2 prelates being made. Now when it comes to the Order of the Dragon, it's a little bit different compared to the Holy Roman Empire, because you still need to wait for those prelates to come out, whereas in the Holy Roman Empire you already have at least one, so you can go grab that relic as soon as possible. Even while you're aging up, you still like can put your prelate in position and then grab the relic as soon as possible. Outpost gonna be built here in the front of the gold. So it looks like Kasva is gonna go Castle Age himself. Like, you don't want to fight in Feudal against the Order of the Dragon. The Knight actually having some value here. He got 1 villager kill. Well, that was I think that was a fishing boat. I mean, he did cause some damage. At least emotional damage. Now let's see if he can find the prelate here. He doesn't know about where the relics are, because they are in the very awkward positions actually. One already at home for the Holy Roman Empire. One coming home. Where is this relic? Where did they put the relic? Oh, it is at the dock. So at the dock, attack speed of military ships increased by 5%. That's weird to see. We don't see that every day. Another relic coming home here. Looks like Kiljardi is scouting the 3rd relic that could potentially bring home. He has some army here to deal with those spearmen. Even against the spearman, the Gilded Knight actually does a pretty good job. Has a lot of health. So, but you also need to deal with the knight. So, and Kasva actually aging up with the White Tower. Where is he gonna put it? He's gonna put it here, just in the middle of the base. And this is a really bad timing. Looks like these villagers do not have wheelbarrows, so unfortunately cause some idle time here. But the good thing about these villagers is they have a lot of HP. Actually, they have textiles. Yeah, I was confused with the dragon villager. Yeah, they do have textiles, so that saved him. If you're wondering, does textiles worth it? Well, he just saved a villager just because having textiles. And that's only one of the game. Potentially he will save more. So, the very important tech. Don't forget about it. The Knight actually not doing much damage against the Gilded Knight, but Spearman are gonna be there to do the DPS. And the White Tower is up, and with that Kasva, make sure he cannot die. Because at this point you're a little bit behind. You went for a 2nd town center. You have some economic advantage, but you're lacking some defenses. So the White Tower will make sure the opponent doesn't push into your base, especially your 2nd TC, so that you can survive longer. Oh, 2 Gilded Knights already here. Now Gilded Archers are actually quite good. Veterans going for Gilded Archers too. Horticulture going for Kasva, starting that early farm transition. That's a lot of villager kills. He started to lose the advantage that he had for having a 2nd town center. 3 Gilded Knights, 5 Gilded Knights going for Kiljardi, actually tanking a lot of damage here. Potentially these can go back home and you can heal them with the prelates, just like this one here. It's okay, buddy. It's okay. No worries. It's all gonna be fine. It's all gonna be fine. Now 4th relic coming home for Kiljardi. That's not a good thing when you're playing against the Order of the Dragon. It looks like this one will be there for Kasva, so no worries about that. Market's going on here. I don't think he's gonna trade, but he's maybe trading some resources. Maybe buy some stone here. And another villager goes down here. And the Gilded Knight's actually doing a lot of work. You just gotta be careful not to dive too deep into the White Tower. I believe they come with the sprinkle emplacement, right? Does it come with the sprinkle emplacement? It's all behaviors and technologies. It should be. It should be. On the other side of the map, now we see the Order of the Dragon aging up with all of Swabia. Exactly what you need to catch up with the villager count. Farm transition is starting to happen for Kiljardi. Actually, Order of the Dragon, very strong civilization. You need to stop them from going Imperial. Otherwise, it's gonna get harder and harder. I believe for the Order of the Dragon, like a Feudal all-in could potentially work. Just because you're delaying their Castle Age, you're delaying their Imperial Age, and you have a chance to kill them in the Feudal Age. Just because their economy is not that good, they cannot get too many units, they cannot defend on many positions at the same time. Secret side victory approaching, but it's not gonna happen. The king is here. Let's take a look at the stats of the king. Almost 300 health, 20 damage. Not bad, not bad at all. And he can heal the units, so... Spearman. Gonna die. Against the Gilded Knights. And the Gilded Knights actually doing a lot of good work here. 13 villager kills so far. Look at that, they don't get any kind of damage from the town center. Only one each hit. When it comes to the food economy, Kasva is already with a farm transition. And Kiljardi is not gonna get behind. Look at this. Also Swabia, 8 seconds each villager. Can't get better than that. Quick wall coming here. Forcing the opponent to go to the White Tower, but elite Gilded Knights are already here. These are tanky boys. These are really tanky boys. This shot, like, view from the White Tower. That's the cool thing about this game, is like the camera changes based on the height of the terrain. So you have the elevation angles and you can have really cool shots if you think about it. Now, when it comes to the knights, I think I have my favorite looking unit. The Gilded Knight looks so badass if you think about it. So badass. Relic gonna be ignored by Kasva. Meanwhile, villager count increasing every second for Kiljardi. The raids have been like really raiding have been really good for Kiljardi. Gilded Knights probably the best raiding unit in the game. A lot of HP, a lot of damage. You could potentially 2 shots one villager, even with textiles. You don't need three attacks. These are really strong units. Really annoying. Walls coming up for Kasva here. He's playing a little bit defensively. Finally, really gonna go back home. Another tower will go here for the gold. Looks like Kiljardi will give away these knights. A lot of villagers coming here. This is where it starts getting scary for the Order of the Dragon. They start taking map control, putting those keeps increasing the villager production and just focusing on the map control, taking all the resources from the map. Raiding's trying to happen here, but it's not really gonna happen. This base is pretty tiny base, small but pretty. Kind of works. As far as food goes, he's lacking a lot of food, so I guess he's prioritizing his map control. So he's putting a lot of efforts on the stone. He creates a market to balance his economy. And now we see what is like, it's not a big army, but it actually is. If you think about it, it's 52 military population here. Now they're gonna fight under the keep. That's a lot of spearmen. Now looks like Kasva will macro for that Imperial Age. You don't want to fight against Imperial Age units, especially those hand cannoneers. Oh my god. Hand cannoneers doing actually a lot of damage to the structures. Looks like Kasva will transition into man-at-arms here. It's gonna research armor chat and veterancy for the man-at-arms. But now Kiljardi is here. And looks like another raid will happen again and again. Again and again, these knights have been relentless when it comes to raiding. Such a pain in the ass, you know. Like, you need to deal with these things over and over again. It looks like they will get caught here by this mass of spearmen and crossbows. Villagers is gonna be able to get that gold. No Imperial Age yet for Kasva. He lost a lot of villagers. At this point, he could have aged up, but his economy was badly hurt by Kiljardi. And now the town center is gonna go down. One bombard, another outpost here, and the prelates gonna push into this side of the map. Plus 2 range armor coming for Kasva. Unique upgrades for the Order of the Dragon. Gilded Knights take minus 25% damage while charging. Let it charge. Okay, I only have 80 health. This Gilded Knight is such a badass, only 1 hit. And then the Magonel managed to get the Spearman mass. Another Magonel shot that gets a decent shot to those crossbows. Cannon still there. Kasva lost his town center, so he cannot afford to lose more villagers. This area of the map still open for more raiding. And Kasva taps out. Looks like Kiljardi showing off one of the best raiding units in the game, the Gilded Knight.